Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So on the Ethereum chart, it's been a quiet weekend. We're now hovering around 1670, pretty much unchanged to the previous video. Still waiting for a signal that a low is in. At the moment though, I expect one more low. And that one more low could first of all test 1535. We will then need to see if we can see any reaction to that level, and then 1457. There's plenty of volume around $1,300, as explained in the previous video. If we add the volume profiles, then we can see there is plenty of volume there. So maybe eventually we will get there, but at the moment we are waiting for lower, and we have to watch these relevant levels and see if we can see any reaction. In fact, if I zoom out to this degree, we can actually see, or let me actually zoom out even further just to get a best understanding of the historical volume profiles here on the ETH chart. Yeah, down here, it basically starts at around 1350, yeah, on the way down, because below the 1535 level, you have this kind of insufficiency, but you have Fibonacci levels that can guide as support. So I'm watching the Fib levels, and then obviously when we get into this green region, there should be plenty of support backed by historical volume plus the Fibs. But first of all, I think the approach here needs to be, as it has been for various weeks now, actually since this July high, what we're doing, we're looking for lower, and then we are waiting for an impulsive reaction at one of these relevant support areas identified. I mean, here you can see how it's reacting to the golden ratio at 1665. It just did massively overshoot due to the liquidation event that we had. But basically, if you are here, we're on the daily chart now, I can also go to the 4-hour chart. You can see how it's respecting that Fibonacci level. It's basically like a magnet here, that golden ratio, very important Fibonacci level. But because I have no evidence that this is already impulsive to the upside and then we're turning around, we're still below resistance and we're just consolidating, as it often happens on the weekend, I would be looking for lower still in a fifth wave, or the C wave, or the wave 2. And again, that next low might hit one of these Fib levels, as indicated. Then we need to pay attention to them in terms of potential reactions, because the next low could be the last one in this structure, and then we can expect a rally. Now, as I explained in the Bitcoin video, the next rally will reveal to us if we are dealing with an impulse or just a correction, and basically will be a very important milestone, because the next rally, at the moment I'm still leaning bullish, okay, but the next rally should, in an ideal world, be impulsive. So we should see a 5-wave move up followed by a 3-wave pullback. If we see those 5 waves up, all good, yeah, and I continue to lean bullish, and we would have another entry point down here somewhere. If we are leaning, or if we are going to see a correction, which is only a 3-wave structure, maybe something choppy, overlapping price action, and it can't really get off the ground, then I may have to start to lean bearish, and it could be followed by another 5-wave move down. And then we're going to track the next support levels and see if we can hold bullish support. But eventually, after the next low, I'd like to see a rally that will help me to determine if we are still in a bullish scenario or if I'm going to start to lean bearish, because the next rally, if it's corrective, should be followed by a 5-wave move to the downside. Right, so yeah, the breakout point to the upside should also be clear. So sometimes cryptos finish a correction a little early, and they only come down, as we have done at the moment, in 3 waves. If that's the case, it would be a WXY structure. And we therefore always need the level that, if broken, would allow us to lean more bullish short term instead of waiting for another low. And that level is the 1723 level. A break above that level, to be honest, 1800 would be even better. So followed by a break above 1800 would indicate that a lasting low has been established here. It will then also depend on the structure to a degree, but that would be a good indication that a low is in. Never forget, we're dealing with probabilities here. We are in an uncertain market. That's just what markets are. But we are going to identify the relevant pivot points where we understand, when broken, that probabilities are shifting. And until probabilities are shifting, we are going with the scenarios that we have. So yeah, short summary, one more low expected. I'm leaning further to the downside short term. Overall, still bullish, but we need to wait for the next rally to obviously confirm that. certainly worth being a bit more cautious due to that strong pullback. But what I don't think is advisable in any way, is never advisable, is to be panicking, okay? Never panic. Risk management is always has to be part of the game. So yeah, we are gonna see how today's weekly candle ends, because typically, yeah, I mean now, between now and the daily candle close, we should see quite a bit of volatility. At least this is sort of the time, maybe in 1 to 2 hours, when volatility is really starting. And I would like to see some volatility towards the end of this rather volatile week to just wrap it all up. And maybe we see the wrap up of this last wave down today. So I still expect it. Yeah, I still expect it. And then we can see if we are going to see a reaction that is impulsive or corrective. Yeah, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.